Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Right Man in the Wrong Place. My name is Luke Tatum, and I react to music. Today, we are finally returning to Ren. I got a huge amount of feedback and views and subscribers and everything from the original Ren reaction that I did, my first time hearing Ren. That was on his video for Hi Ren, and I thought, wow, that was really intense. It was long, it was intricate, a lot of cool things happening in there. I need to do that again. I need to explore more of his catalog. And here we are. It's been weeks, but I have time passage awareness disorder. I'm not sure if that's a real term, but that's what we call it here at my house. And so here we are. We're getting back into it. I was requested many times to do the I guess, trilogy of Ginny's Tale, Screech's Tale, and Violet's Tale. I'm not doing them all today, but I'm going to do Ginny's Tale today. So I've got the lyrics pulled up. This is from the album The Tale of Ginny and Screech, released in 2019. And, hey, this isn't a donation request, but just remember, if this is your first time on the channel, if you have a donation request, or if you're, a returning visitor and you have a donation request, right down here, buy me a coffee. That is the place to do that. Check it out. But without further ado, let's get going. Ginny's Tale by Ren. Cool. This is cool. So far, he's adept at surprising me.
It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before. She wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there walked this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain. He'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech. He was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief. At 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention.
I'll back it up to get into this verse again, but I do have to say, this is my second song from Ren, and it does seem like he's very adept at the stylistic transition, switching back and kind of characterizing elements of his music or characters in his music with a particular playing style, vocal style, and so it's this kind of this back and forth. Maybe those are the only two songs, this one and Hi Ren. Maybe those are the only ones in his whole discography that are like that. But so far, I mean, that's impressive, right? To be able to go, okay, now I'm this guy. Okay, now I'm this gal, right? Or whatever. And very cool. Very cool. He's a great player too. I mean, his guitar playing is wonderful.
Alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware, maybe intuition bogging her and making her so scared. Sirens sound in the distance to the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Up or go Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reached with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete, and he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath. It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
Wow. Okay. So, a couple of things I'd like to comment on. The line a little bit before where he says, "You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy called," and then it starts the next line with Screech, reached for the sheath of the blade. And so it's something that's relatively common in music, but it's always cool when someone can do it well, where you have a line ending with the same word that the next line begins with, right? So you don't have to say the word two times. In this case, the word is screech. And it's kind of a weird way of abridging the last line, continuing your rhyme scheme, that kind of thing, and starting into the next line. It's really cool. I mean, it's super cool. Um, Very well done on that. There's a term, and I have not heard this term in a long time, so I'm just going to ask y'all if you know what word I'm trying to grasp for here, please tell me. I know a type of soloing, like imagine like a saxophone or something, playing a solo and it's not bound by a particular time signature. So in other words, the music just kind of takes this free form going wherever it needs to go to convey the emotion it needs to convey. And for the duration of the solo, there's not really a tempo, right? It's just the notes are just coming as they come. Um, I believe this is like a Spanish origin, this term. It might be a Spanish term. Just something that's kind of bouncing around in my brain. Ren is obviously not doing that. He's playing guitar and he's singing, but he does shift tempo quite a bit. Accelerando, decelerando, retardando, however you would like to say that. And there's a lot of really cool use of dynamics and of differing vocal styles and of all of these things combined to really characterize each verse of the song. That's cool. I, I guess that the song is really, really not left open ended. It's phrased that way, but it's really not because you have this line, and he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue that she was turned to butter in a breath. So I assume that Jenny has been harmed, if not killed, in this encounter, in this story. But then at the end of the song, the very last lines, I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame, right? So escaped there meaning not that she got away from the encounter with Screech, but that she, escaped this mortal coil, something like that. That's what I take it to mean. Of course, I could be wrong. Please tell me. I understand that there's the individual 3 songs, and then there's like the Tale of Ginny and Screech, like as a long 9 or 10-minute video. I saw that while I was pulling up things to get ready to do these reactions, and I don't know if it's exactly the same song just strung together as like a supercut or what. So, my ignorance really showing, of course, on Ren and his material, but great. This is another great song. I was putting off doing this because I wanted to do all 3, and so they're coming. I'm not recording all 3 today, like I said, but I am going to do all 3: Jenny's, Screech's, and Violet's Tale. Violet was not mentioned in this, so I'd be curious to see how a third character enters this story. But really good. That was really good. Thank y'all for suggesting it. Thank you for your patience as I was getting ready to do this. believe I have the next one scheduled for the week after this comes out. So we'll get to it here pretty soon. Thank you all so much for watching. Do subscribe to the channel if that's something that you'd like to continue to see. The second and third video in this series, and who knows what else from Ren. Do all kinds of other music as well. And if you have a donation request, again, buy me a coffee right there. That's the way to do that. Can't wait to see you again. Until next time, the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world.